Well, they can often look into coaching. They can look into being health and wellbeing practitioners. They can work in areas whereby they're working with clients who want to actualise their potential. So supportive, safe environments that are collaborative with the clients. Hello, my name is Punam and I'm one of the tutors here at Oxbridge. I actually teach and tutor on quite a few of the courses, so counselling, psychology, CBT, a whole host of them. So I'm a tutor, I have a degree in human psychology, qualified teacher, and being on the counselling courses, I'm actually a counsellor in private practice too. I think definitely in my teenage years, when I just wanted to know what was going on in the universe, did psychology as an AS level, as an A2, and you'll never guess what inspired me to do my undergraduate degree.
What was that?
The England patient. Football. I have half of my A level is in psychology of sport. So my interest is all down to England's footballers, amongst other things, and sore subject, I know. But so my interest came in what makes Roy Keane so angry that he has to kick someone, but what makes someone a good leader and be a captain, and how do we explain the world around us? It's one of the most complex things in this universe. We know so little about the bottom of the oceans, we know so little about the back of the moon, and yet sometimes we don't look at ourselves, and the brain, as beautifully ugly as it is still quite beautiful, and there's parts of it that we don't know about, be it behaviour, be it I can never say this word, neuroanatomical structures, all of those things. And so curiosity, I guess. It's a long road, I tell you. Counselling isn't for the faint-hearted, and I often tell my students here at Oxbridge, amongst other places, that it's a bit like having a Lego house, and you spend your whole life building yourself up, brick by brick. You end up with an extension, room for a pony, and in counselling, be it at level 2 is where I started, going to level 3, you study yourself, other aspects, you rediscover yourself, you find that Lego house isn't what it could be, and you end up destroying it, you pick it up and you smash it. You become a counsellor and you train and you rebuild that house, you rebuild yourself. So yeah, it's an interesting job being a counsellor. Well, I'm a teacher anyway. I've worked in different departments, I've taught all sorts of things, but my background fundamentally is psychology, and that question you asked about curiosity and what I'm looking for. Being a counsellor was a big part of me finding out who I am, and to be a counsellor and to be a teacher, it's a bit like having a double helix, they kind of go together. Yeah. And I thought, well, I can do that. I've been doing it for a long time, and I do it well, for the most part. When I make a bit of a hop, skip and jump, different universe, same skills. Watching my students sit in front of me and use their counselling skills, but better still, when they actually used my Punamisms against me. So what they've learnt from me, be it the way I carry out a set of skills, the way I ask questions, the way they actually engage and develop themselves, and seeing that reflected back, and they've taken ownership of it. So seeing the next generation of counsellors be safe, be ethical, be the best counsellors they can be, really. Those that are out on placement, those that come back and say to me, you'll never guess what I did. Those that come back having actualised their potential, they're out there, they're real life counsellors. Yeah. They've gone beyond being trainee counsellors. They've actually taken the baton and ran with it. Yeah. There's always difficult ones. I mean, it depends on what client group you're working with, their concerns that they bring you. And I've worked with a diversity of clients, diversity of concerns. So it's about just taking every situation on its own merit, really. I do. I don't just write. I've written 3 romance novellas, 1 novel, and a smaller novel, which is a romance novel. And I garden, so I've written about gardening. I blog about those things as well. So, yeah. Well, they can often look into coaching. They can look into being health and wellbeing practitioners. They can work in areas whereby they're working with clients who want to actualise their potential. So supportive, safe environments that are collaborative with the clients. So occupations that have listening skills, that have a front-facing public role. So those are the types of areas that's students can go into. Oh, it's not real. It's a complete fabrication. It's a complete fantasy. It's very uncomfortable, actually, because I'm a real-life counsellor. I'm a member of a membership body. I have an ethical responsibility. So when you see counsellors behaving badly, in some cases, if not all, it's really uncomfortable. It's not realistic. And sometimes our students catch wind of that and you have to think, yeah, hold on, that's not true, right? And so it can be a bit of a challenge. And it's certainly not, sat in a darkened room with a chaise longue and Freud hanging over your shoulder kind of thing. But it's not all Hannibal Lecter either.